Devotions 101, Haggai. The Book of Haggai is a book of the Hebrew Bible and the Old Testament of the Christian Bible. It is one of the 12 minor prophets and is named after the prophet Haggai, who lived during the Persian period in Israel around 520 BCE. The Book of Haggai contains 4 chapters and primarily focuses on the rebuilding of the Second Temple in Jerusalem after the Babylonian exile. Haggai encourages the people of Judah to prioritize the rebuilding of the temple over their own selfish desires and to trust in God's promise to bless them for their obedience. The first chapter records Haggai's call to the people to rebuild the temple, and the second chapter records his response to their obedience, assuring them of God's favor and blessing. Haggai's messages are often accompanied by specific dates and events, providing historical context for the rebuilding of the temple. Overall, the Book of Haggai emphasizes the importance of putting God first and trusting in His promises. Here are some key verses from the Book of Haggai with explanations. This is what the Lord Almighty says: "These people say, the time has not yet come to rebuild the Lord's house." Then the word of the Lord came through the prophet Haggai: "Is it a time for you yourselves to be living in your paneled houses, while this house remains a ruin?" Haggai 1:2-4. In these verses, Haggai is rebuking the people of Judah for neglecting to rebuild the temple, even though they had returned from exile in Babylon. Instead, they had focused on building their own luxurious homes. Haggai reminds them that they need to prioritize the rebuilding of the Lord's house. Give careful thought to your ways. You have planted much, but harvested little. You eat, but never have enough. You drink, but never have your fill. You put on clothes, but are not warm. You earn wages, only to put them in a purse with holes in it. Haggai 1:5-6. Haggai is warning the people that their disobedience and neglect of the temple has resulted in a lack of blessing from God. They may have worked hard and enjoyed material comforts, but they never feel truly satisfied or fulfilled. This is a consequence of not putting God first. "Go up into the mountains and bring down timber and build my house, so that I may take pleasure in it and be honored, says the Lord." Haggai 1:8. Haggai is urging the people to take action and begin rebuilding the temple. God desires to dwell among His people and be honored through their worship. The rebuilding of the temple is essential to restoring their relationship with God. "The glory of this present house will be greater than the glory of the former house, says the Lord Almighty. And in this place I will grant peace, declares the Lord Almighty." Haggai 2:9. In this verse, Haggai is giving the people hope for the future. Even though the rebuilt temple may not be as grand as the original, it will still be a place where God's glory dwells and where peace can be found. This verse also points forward to the coming of Jesus, who would bring true peace to the world through His death and resurrection.